Yo, people, welcome back to the Red Pitch Podcast. Yo, I'm joined again by Scants. What's good, bro?
All good, man. All good.
Yeah, listen, man. It's a quick one, quick little rehash into last night's victory in the Champions League. Arsenal 3, Real Madrid nil. And listen, man, I have to say, first and foremost, big up Arteta because I think he had a little game plan and it worked. It worked. Being very critical of certain decisions he's made, certain lineups he's made in the past, but I think he got this one spot on. I mean, Kivior, we also everyone saw Kivior as the possible weak link, but listen, Kivior had a good game, man. At the very beginning, first 5 minutes or so, there's a couple little concentration lapses, but I think after that he was brilliant. He was brilliant, and he marshaled Rodrigo quite well, and yeah, I think he was quite good. Um, what did you make of the game yesterday?
I think it was a great performance, man. Um, Unlucky to only to be 3-0. Could have been a lot more if it weren't for Courtois. Could have been 4 or 5 goals. Um,
Yeah.
and could be well out of sight. Because obviously 3 goals, they still got a bit of a chance. I still
Mm,
expect you to go through, but if you won 4-0, yeah, the tie would have been dead and buried. But at 3-0, it's that iffy one. If they get an early goal and then the crowd gets up and they get another one and then just build on that momentum. So it's a
mm,
brilliant performance, man. Declan Rice, 2 brilliant goals. Um, Miles Skelly, 18-year-old kid, played in the quarter final.
brilliant again.
He was good again.
Mm,
Um, I still think he should be played in midfield because I know he's doing really well at left back, but it just seems a waste. Like you lot are missing a number 8, a left foot 8 since Shaka gone, and he just looks like he can fulfill that role, like with no
mm,
problem, man. He's comfortable on the ball. He's got that man strength already.
yeah.
He's physical, um, and it's his natural position. I think at left back, you've seen it a few times this season where he's basically he thinks he's still playing in midfield. He think he can hold someone off and shield them. And he's made a
Mm,
couple of mistakes. Obviously, he's still young. He can correct their mistakes, but I just think he's wasted at left back. I know Arteta's got him inverting and stuff like that, but I think if he played in the midfield
mm.
alongside Rice, I'd think that'd be the one, man.
I think eventually he will move into midfield. I
Mm.
think right now he's probably the best we have at doing the inverting
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
thing right now. Um, but I think eventually he will move in. I also think that do you know what, Marino is weird because I always I've noticed as I go and look back on some videos, yeah, and with Marino, every time I've had a moan at him, he's end up scoring a goal. And then I just have to hold my hands up. But do you know what?
Yeah,
I still feel he's quite slow. I still feel he hasn't got that Premiership strength that you need, so to speak. Like Skelly has.
yeah,
Skelly is an 18-year-old. The strength that he shows, just to hold on to the ball and not get bars off it, and then see Marino in the similar kind of phase of play, and he's getting knocked off the ball and he's gone flying and stuff. So don't know. Maybe in the summer he might need to just hit the gym and maybe just work on that side. I still don't feel he's the right eight for us at all.
definitely. Nah, I don't think so either. He's too slow. It's
Yeah.
no disrespect to him. He's too slow for the Premier League. He's used to that Spanish football. You get more time on the ball,
Hmm.
pick a pass and stuff like that. You ain't got that time in the Premier League. Like you need to be quick, 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 quick. So yeah, I don't think he's the right fit as an
Yeah.
eight for you lot. It may
I
be in
mean,
Europe. Maybe in Europe he might be.
yeah,
He could do a job, but
but
Premier League week in week out, I don't think he's the one.
yeah, and that's what I think as well. I think, do you know, I wouldn't get rid of him. I'd keep him as a squad player, as a rotation, because he's not. Yeah, he has got certain issues when playing in midfield, but he's as a rotation, someone that could come in, like you said, in Europe, and then possibly at the last 10, 15 minutes in certain games just to kind of hold it up in the midfield and stuff. Yeah, he's good for that. So I'm not gonna slate him or anything like that. But
Nah.
one person I do have kind of issue about is, and do you know what? Yesterday showed me that Declan Rice needs to be given a captain's armband. Odegaard, I don't know what's kind of gone on with Odegaard, but he's not showing me what he showed me maybe last season, the season before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it could be confidence since the injury, it could be something else going on behind the scenes, but he's not giving me that captain that, kind of drags the team over the line and push it. You see it against Everton when we drew the other weekend and stuff, we just needed that someone, that captain to speak up and pull everyone together. Do you know what I mean? And I don't get it from him. I think even his play is just he seems a bit quiet. He seems to kind of just rely on Saka a lot on that right hand side. He's not really taking the ball by the horns like he used to, man. I don't know how you feel about him.
Yeah, no, I said it from last season. When we chat offline and stuff. I said it from last season. He's not your captain. I said to you from last season should be Rice, but then you look at this season, you could say Gabriel as well. One of them two should be your captain. But you see the two of them, they fight for the team. Like I was saying to you last season, when it came to like press conferences after the game, talks and stuff like that, you never see Odegaard come out. Even good, bad, the ugly, your captain comes out and fronts up and it has talks to Sky or TNT after the game. You never see him do that. Like, why is it? It's always Rice. It's always Rice who comes out and speaks. And as I was saying, like, I don't know if you like. Obviously, we're chatting offline. I think how Jesus and Zinni, you sort of like gone past them now. I feel the same with Odegaard. I think the team's grown without him. Like you need an upgrade on him, because you think about it, if you have, say his party stays for another year, and then you've got Rice staying as an 8. You need a physical number 10 who can like glide past players like a Gibbs White or an Eze, someone like that who can glide past a couple of players and take a shot.
Eze's a good shot, actually.
Yeah, or lay a ball in. I think you need that athletic number 10 now. Like
even a Matthias Cunha, like
even Cunha. That's another one. Like you need that person who can just make something out of nothing, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't think Odegaard's got that. He ain't got that speed no more. He ain't got the speed to do that. He's never been the quickest, has he?
No, yeah.
And then, like I was saying, like when Saka was out, he didn't step up. He's like he missed Saka, but then when Saka was out injured, he still stepped up when Odegaard weren't there. So he didn't need Odegaard to for his game to be there. So yeah, I think the team's grown past him. I think, to be honest with you, but is Arteta going to be ruthless like he done with other players? Like he knew Raya's his number 1, so he brought in Raya and he's out Ramsdale. So is he going to do that in the summer? Say, look, Odegaard, you're a great thing, but we're going on to the next phase, and I don't think you're the person to lead us there. You get what I mean? Yeah. Maybe keep him as a squad player, but I think you lot have moved past him now. I think you need 2 more pieces. So you need the striker and you need the number 10. You need that number 10.
I feel that he like his passing used to be the one that got me off my seat, and I was like, yeah, but it's like he doesn't really even do much of that now. It's like he passing to Saka, looking for Timber on the overlap, and then passing it inside. He ain't kind of making them final third killer passes like we'd seen him in previous years. And I don't really know I know a lot of teams do like low blocks against us and stuff like that and try and make the game a bit more difficult, but he could still pull a rabbit out of a hat, so to speak, but he just doesn't seem to be running the game the way he used to. Like he used to dominate the midfield, you know. We used to praise him, you know, but he's
He
not
used
really
to
doing
press.
that.
Remember, he used to press. He used to person to lead the press. He don't even seem to do that no more. It's like, and he's like just he's scared to. I don't know. I don't want to say scared to get on the ball, but it's like, yeah, he just doesn't seem to want to get on the ball like he used to. It's like, yeah, give me the ball. Let me do something. Let me make something happen.
Yeah.
And you see that from Rice. Obviously, I know people say he can't really like. I've always said that I don't think he's an 8. But then I was hearing like some other like podcasts and stuff today saying that, and I sort of think it's true. When he's got space, Rice looks better. Where he can run into space, he looks like a better number 8. When you're playing against a low block, that's when he sort of comes unstuck.
Exactly.
So
exactly, because yesterday the amount of runs he was making he was like the furthest man up the pitch.
Yeah.
A lot of times yesterday as well. You know,
and that's because he basically, well, you had Modric in there, so he just ran all over, didn't he? So
exactly.
Yeah, I think Arteta is like you said. Arteta's tactics was really he really came to the fruition yesterday with his tactics. So you got to tip your hat to him, man.
Yeah, listen, it's the second leg. Obviously, we know is next week. 3-0. I feel the tie's not over. A lot of people, 90% of people I've heard speak said the tie's over. I don't.
Yeah, I
keep reminding people. You remember when, you know, Messi scored that beautiful free kick and Barca were 3-0 up at the new camp. Go back to Anfield. You know, who expected Liverpool to win 4-0 and go through? And the Bernabeu kind of has that similar crowd effect as Anfield as well. So if they get an early goal, you really don't know. But on the other hand, I feel that because they need it, they're gonna go all out attack and it will be exposed. So I think we can go there and get a goal. Whether we'll go there and win on the night, I'm not sure, but I think we can get a goal and not concede more than 3 goals.
Yeah, it depends on his tactics, though, isn't it? How Arteta is going to set up. Is he going to go there and play like, right, we're 3-0 up, let's just sit back? And if he does that, just asking for trouble. He got to try and play the natural game as much as possible. Maybe not the same like yesterday, because obviously you're at home, you're expected to make a game of it. Where over there, literally, I say don't play like he did against Man City. You know, when Trossard got sent off.
Oh no, that would be the worst thing we could do. We'd lose 5-0.
That's what I'm saying. Don't go over there and do that. Like he's done that a few times this season, hasn't he? Like when you've gone down to 10 men, he's basically said, "Shut up, shut up, and let us defend." And I don't think maybe if Gabriel was there, he might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Even though Kibri had a great game yesterday, but you know he's got a mistake in him, man. Same with Miles Lewis-Skelly. Like I know he's a great, confident lad, but he's got to be on his P's and Q's, because what he does is sort of he draws people in to gain the advantage, but now and then he's going to get caught out of it. So he has to be careful to pick and choose when he wants to draw people in, because I think you can see teams are sort of trying to target him like that. Now when they see he holds onto the ball a bit too much, let's just wait for him, let him make the mistake, and then bang, they pounce. So he's got to be careful of that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. Special shout out as well to Timber, because I think Timber was excellent yesterday. Partey, I think not much was said about Partey, but I think Partey was excellent yesterday again.
Yeah, he was.
So
Partey and Rice carried Odegaard, didn't it?
Yeah.
You're right. They carried Odegaard, man. 2 of them yesterday, man. Yeah. So, would you like before we go? Obviously, would you make how many changes would you make at a weekend? I know you're saying about we were talking about it last night, saying top 4 is not done completely, but how many players you can rest? Because me personally, I wouldn't play Timber.
Yeah, I'd play White. Ben White would come back in. Jorginho would come in for me for Partey.
Yeah. I wouldn't. What's
Um,
it called? Arrest. I wouldn't play Saka at all. I wouldn't even put
no,
him on the
yeah,
bench.
I played Waneri. Waneri will come
Yeah.
back in. Trossard for me, I think I'd start Trossard, and what I'd
Yeah.
do, I'd probably rest Rice
Yeah.
in the 8 and put Marino back in the 8, and then put Trossard up front.
Yeah. Because he come off injured, didn't he? Rice
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah,
There's a knock.
yeah,
It was a knock. He should be all right. But what
it
about
should be.
Saliba? Would you protect Saliba or
Nah, I'd play Saliba. You know,
yeah? How
I'd
about
play. I think
Miles?
I'd
Would
play
you
Saliba.
rest Skelly?
Yeah, Skelly. Yeah, I'd give Tierney a run out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have Skelly. I'd have them players on the bench.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's not going quite well with like 20 minutes to go, we can throw on a Saka or a couple other players because we need to win. We need to beat Brentford.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to win. So, but I would rest. Uh, rest most of them, to be fair. But yeah, Saliba I'd probably keep in. I'd probably keep the partnership of Saliba and Kivio
Yeah.
in there so they can keep getting used to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've got to play with each other for the rest of the season now, isn't it?
Yeah. True.
So I probably would keep them two together just so they get more and more used to each other. Yeah, just change the left back, right back, change a bit of the midfield. Yeah, Martinelli as well.
Sterling. Bring Sterling in for him.
Sterling as well, yeah,
Yeah.
for Martinelli. Yeah, Waneri. You know what I mean? So I would make changes and see how it goes. We're at home as well, so I feel we can afford to make them changes as well because we're at home.
Yeah.
If we were away, I'd maybe make less changes, but at home, I feel we could do that. But yeah, that's it really, man. So yeah, we're going to the second leg, seeing it goes.
One more question. Like a lot of people arguing about this online. Which goals are better, the first or the second for you?
Which free kick?
Yeah.
For me, I feel the first just because of the bend that the first one had.
Yeah.
I think that was slightly better. Just the way it, for the fact that the set beach coach told him to cross it,
Yeah.
and he was speaking to Saka, and he said to Saka,
It's too
I'm not
close.
sure about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like and Saka's like, listen, if you feel you got it, go for it. I like the way that. See, that's another captain trait. He's like, all right, he's giving me advice, but no, I feel I've got the ability to do this. I feel I can do this. And he's just taking it upon himself to just go for it.
But do you see what I mean when I was saying about Arteta micromanaging too much? Because you got the set beat coach saying whip it in, and like we both play ball, bro. That ball is too close to be trying to knock it to the back post. You've got to shoot. You get what I mean?
You're gonna end up putting too much pace on it, hitting over.
Yeah. Take a shot. You never know what's gonna happen. Takes a deflection off the wall. Anything like the ball's way too close to be thinking about crossing the ball, man. And this is what I'm saying about like I said, Arteta done really well, so I don't want to knock him, but that just shows like why are you micromanaging? Like they're top class players, man. They can think for themselves. Like if it's a corner or it's further out, then like speak about it. But that close to the goal, let them do what they need to do, man.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Let them decide on the pitch like what they feel. If you've got one player that's like, yeah, this is my angle. I've got this.
Yeah.
Just let him go for it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean? If he misses, he misses. But if he's confident enough to want to step up and do it, you got to do it, man.
Exactly that.
I mean, but yeah, bro. Listen, thanks for this little chat again. It was good, man. Listen, we'll be back over the weekend because boy, there's a lot coming up this weekend. So we'll probably be back, maybe even tomorrow to go over the weekend's games and get a couple more guys.
And today's games, seeing your possible opponents, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So I said already, I think Villa's gonna go through, and majority of people saying PSG, but I don't know what it is. I think Villa's just gonna do something, man.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what result they get today. I think If they can keep it like a draw or just one goal behind, then possibly. I tell you another thing. What's weird, like we're talking. Obviously, what we want to go before we chatted on Specs' live yesterday about the format and stuff like that. You lot will be home again in the first leg if you get through to the semi-final.
Yeah, you see.
But you're the higher finishing team compared to those two, which I don't understand. You get what I mean? Like they need to sort that out. You get what I mean? It's like you finish higher than them, so you automatically should be home for the second leg. You get what I mean? So it's good, but I think they need to tweak a couple of things, like when it comes to like the last 16.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. Tweak it, but we'll see anyway, man. Hopefully we do get past the Bernabeu test as we did in 2006. And yeah, we go again, man. But cool, bro. We'll be probably back tomorrow. With the rest of the gang going over the weekend show. So yeah, man. Everyone like, share, subscribe. Big up Scants.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, man. All right. Bless. We out.